Hey guys, on this episode we're pulling out the manual and walking you guys through an auto conversion. Hopefully you enjoy the episode. Righto, so what we're first going to start with is we're going to remove the driver's seat and the passenger seat to remove the vinyl floor to gain access to unbolt the shifter and the transfer stick. I will start removing the passenger seat first. There's 4 14mm bolts that hold the seat in and a sensor for the seat belt, so the car recognises the seat belt's on so the buzzer doesn't keep going. Once that's undone, you'll be able to pull the seat out and remove it from the vehicle. Righto guys, I've got a mate here today. This is Darcy. He's going to be helping me with the auto conversion. He'll show you how to pull out the passenger side. You're ready to pull up the vinyl and pull out the gear sticks.
Hey guys, I'm Darcy. So I'm going to be helping Cooper out with doing his auto swap in his N70. So we're going to take out this passenger seat so he can get access to pull the vinyl out back and do the gear stick and get all that stuff out.
So we'll just pull these plastic trims off which hold down the vinyl on either side of the cab, which they just pop up by plastic clips. And then we'll go to the center. We'll pull out the center just to make it easier to pull the vinyl out. That just pulls out too. As you can see, this side vinyl will just pull out now. Pretty easy on a single cab. They're pretty basic. No real issues pulling all this stuff apart. And then we'll repeat the same on the other side. So now we've got a 12mm extension to be able to remove the transfer stick. Should be there somewhere. So there's 4 of them. And you should be able to just wiggle that, hopefully. Maybe not. Righto, just got a lever bar just to hopefully split it. Yep, there we go. Obviously you can see that it's been siliconed on there. As you can see, the interior is done. We'll put it up on the hoist now and we'll start underneath. See, now we're up on the hoist, we're going to remove the box, but as you can tell it's definitely a lot easier than a normal N70 because it's got no cross members in the way because we've got a solid axle swap. Alright, let's start pulling this gearbox out.
Got to start with the tail shafts, do front and the back, and probably start with Crossmember, hold that up by another stand, and then start doing the barrel housing bolts and get it all out.
Let's get into it. See, we just removed the rear tail shaft.
Rear tail shaft done.
We're going to pull the front one out now. Alright, finally we removed the front tail shaft.
So right now we'll probably drain the transfer oil and the gearbox oil, and then we'll get into taking the bell housing bolts off.
As you can see, it's probably the smartest idea to always start with a fill plug, because if you can't actually undo that and you drain it, you won't be able to fill it up again.
Smart.
So just for reference, if anyone ever actually wants to have a crack at doing it themselves, the fill plug for the transfer and gearbox, you're at 24mm. Now we look at wiring. This is probably 4 or so plugs that we've got to remove.
So that'd be a reverse plug, reverse sensor.
There should be a neutral switch.
That'll be for your forward drive and that. Be a neutral switch here, I'd say. That one was already unplugged.
Yeah, we didn't need that one for the SAS swap, we did. As we're running an N70 gearbox and transfer just to suit the right-hand drop 80 series diff, so we didn't have to flip the housing. Obviously we've also got 2 breathers we've got to remove as well, but I don't know if we're about to get to them yet. We might have to drop the gearbox down a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. But yeah, we'll sort that out. And there's an earth strap here as well.
Yeah, which is just an earth strap. We'll put in the fill plug and a drain plug back in, then we'll remove this cross member and we'll go from there. It's up a little bit.
Get weight off it.
Just take the weight off the cross member and we'll undo the cross member now. Had to make a custom cross member obviously because we've got long arms in it. That's cross member out.
Custom makes it harder to get out, but it's cool. All right, what? Bell housing.
Now we'll start removing the bell housing bolts and get ready to actually drop the gearbox out.
Oh, rough!
An afternoon shift. Alright, we'll go and start removing the bell housing bolts. They're all 17mm. Alright, we removed the bottom half of the bell housing bolts. We'll just drop this down a little bit more to gain access to the top ones. That should be the breathers off now.
Yeah, those breathers. Actually,
so what we'll do now is we'll drop the gearbox down a bit to gain access to the top of our housing bolts, make it a lot easier. Alright, now it's time to remove the gearbox, got all the bell housing bolts. Let's pull this gearbox out. While we bring it down, we'll just make sure we've got everything unplugged, which we do. So we'll bring it all the way down now. Gearbox out.
Having a SAS spot makes it a lot easier, only because without a SAS spot with IFS, you've got the pinion on the diff sitting right here, and it's a bit of a prick to get it.
Plus you got like the factory cross member that sits
Yeah.
pretty much under the bow housing. So this makes it a lot easier. Definitely not the cheapest way to remove a gearbox, but
Best investment to like redo a clutch and that. Just do a SAS spot, makes it easier.
right, we've removed the gearbox now. We'll be able to remove the clutch and the flywheel, get ready to do up the other flywheel and everything else. As Darcy said, lucky you're here, mate.
What would you do without me, mate?
I'd be lost. For some reason I got the apprentice job. We'll check out the clutch condition of it. This has been in there for 5 years now and got absolutely abused. Looks pretty good.
It looks like you put in last week.
I'm surprised it doesn't have any hot spots, because I tell you right now, I have definitely ridden this clutch more than once. We'll remove the flywheel now. Darcy, you want to come and hold it while I undo the bolts? If I can reach. That should now just pull off, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like the crank's been hammered and like mushroomed on the outside, so we can't get the flywheel off.
Well, we're gonna have to get it off one way. Righto, we'll put in the auto flywheel. Couple good taps and we got it on. This plate's here so we can bolt up the torque converter. It's just a little spacer. Just space the torque converter out from the flywheel. We've got new flex plate bolts. Just put a little bit of Loctite on it just so that it comes loose. We've got now set the torque wrench to 178. I've got Darcy with a bolt holding the flywheel, and we'll start torquing these bolts up in like a star pattern. Just got a paint pen to mark so we know which ones we've already done it. Righto, we'll now attempt to fit the auto box in. It's just not going. Oh, did that go in? Righto, what do we figured out after day one? We had some issues getting the auto box in, but it's in now. But what we come across is actual Crossmember needs to move forward.
The Crossmember needs to move forward about 50 mil. Just because he has all this custom stuff already, he needs, it's a custom Crossmember, so he has to move it an extra, about 50 mil, 50 or so mil.
So so that will be Saturday morning's job. So hopefully someone around local can cut me out some Crossmember tomorrow morning and we can get that fitted. Alright guys, welcome to day 2. We're heading down the street now to get the Crossmember cut out and get some torque converter bolts. See you when we get back to the workshop. As you see guys, I actually didn't end up getting a new Crossmember cut. We just modified this one. Mitch with his brains actually said just cut out to make some clearance and drill in 4 new holes for the Crossmember to pick up the mounts, and it works fine now. As you can see here, we're just taking the transfer off the old manual. Obviously this transfer here is just the mechanical one, and the other one on the auto was electronic. So we had to actually run a switch and 12 volt for that to work, where this one was going to bolt in and just runs just a transfer stick. See it on the camera, but it's actually broken away. So lucky we pulled the faceplate off for the transfer to get that coupling off, and yeah, we noticed that it was broken. So we get the old one off the other transfer and then put it onto this transfer. Should be sweet as well. This is the third time we're pulling the box out now. Just called a couple of mates that have done this conversion before. They're saying the torque converter's got a 3-stage lock-in. We didn't know that, and we've only done it 2 lock-ins now. So what's this, the 4th time pulling the box out now? Yes. And hopefully we can get it in and fit it this time, because I'm sick of doing this. Alright guys, after day 2, what a mission. We had issues with the torque converter actually not pushing in all the way, which was causing the motor to lock. So we actually couldn't physically turn the motor or gearbox. We've pulled it out twice, and realised it's actually like a 3-stage converter where it locks in once, twice and then 3 times. So that's finally in. We had to actually lay down bolts to a 9mm by 1.25 to actually bolt the flywheel to the converter, which was a bit of a punish, but thanks to the boys today, Mitch and Christian actually helped me out and they sorted that out. Crossmember, we notched it a bit here to give it a bit more clearance. Had to drill 2 holes like I told you earlier on today. That's all mounted. The gearbox is all mounted in finally, all bolted up. All the breathers are in, so that's pretty much where we got for day 2. Tomorrow, which will be day 3, we'll do auto coolers, some wiring, and we'll start working on the interior to get the shifter and the center console in. Thanks for watching.